Hey everybody, welcome to 50 Plus Life 360. Today's video is a little different than what we normally do. We're not doing a house tour today. Today, we are going to do some online real estate tours. Now I need you to remember, Mrs. Tammy and I are not realtors, we're not brokers, we don't get any fees or anything like that. We're just showing you purely for informational and educational purposes how we look at real estate online, how we analyze it. A lot of this is Mrs. Tammy's favorite hobby. She loves to look at real estate online. So we're going to show you we're going to show you some tips and tricks when you're looking for real estate. We get a lot of folks that email us all the time and say, "Hey, I'm looking for a house here. I'm looking for a house there. Can you help me?" And we try to help when we can, but we also want you guys to understand how we find real estate. And part of that's going to be in this video today. But we're going to look at 3 homes in this video, and it's hopefully a new series. If you guys like this content, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you like this kind of video that we do today, make sure you tell us in the comments, because we'll continue this series. We would love to continue this series, and we're going to call this series
Miss Tammy's Real Estate Picks of the Day.
There you go, folks. Now, we're going to show you the tools and tricks we use, but we're also showing you 3 properties online. And remember, the pictures of the homes are copyright respective realtors and photographers, whoever took the pictures. We're not trying to do anything with that, but we're just saying we're showing you how we look at properties and analyze them. But if you do happen to have interest in the properties, we're going to put the listing information down in the description box, and maybe along the video as we go with each home, put the realtor's name and phone number, contact information. So if you have any interest in the properties, just contact the realtor.
And we are going to highlight mostly properties under the $200,000 mark.
Yeah, we're trying to stay economical. And you guys know with our latest videos at the end of December and January, we started getting you guys thinking a little bit about, okay, tiny house, $70,000, then you buy a property, you do all that work, you have to improve the property, you have to get sewage, septic, everything, and next thing you know, you're in $150,000 range just for a tiny house on some land. So we started looking at little small houses that are already on land, already improved property and things like that, just to get you guys thinking about money. Think about it. So we try to stay economical on our channel. We try to keep everything under $200,000. We may have shown a house that was $220,000 or something at one time.
And not only that, we're also going to try to look at properties that are 2 acres or more.
Yeah, to give you some land, some room to spread out.
A lot of you people have been looking for some privacy like we have, and that's a big thing for Paul and I, is we're going to flip this property that we're living in, and then we're going to, or maybe before, we're going to buy a piece of land and build our own tiny home.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys. Without any further talking from us, let's get to looking at some property.
Okay, guys, the first property we're going to tour today is 289 Arthur Newbern Road in Adel, Georgia, of all things. Not Alabama, but Georgia. This is a huge, sprawling brick ranch at 1,980 square foot, built in 1981, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms for $159,900 on 2.61 acres. What a deal! What a steal! And you guys are going to love the size of the extra garage that comes with this property. Check out these photos.
Now, right here is just the front of the house as you're looking straight at it from the street.
Now, it's a little outdated. You got to use your imagination, don't you, dear?
Yeah, there's a lot of imagination here with the red carpet and the popcorn ceilings and the old pink blinds and the paneling, but I mean...
You can paint paneling.
You can paint paneling.
White.
Sure can. Mm-hmm. Got a nice...
it's clean, too. It's very clean, right?
Yeah, it is a very clean house. You got a nice stone fireplace. I'm assuming that works. I haven't read the description. We'll read the description in a few minutes. And remember, guys, all these photos are not ours. These are just off of Zillow that you can look at yourself, and they're copyright of anybody, whoever is taking the pictures. And this looks like when you come in the front door, off to the right is where the kitchen is, and this would be your dining area. Do you think so?
I think so.
And you've got this little divider here, and this is probably your living space.
Which that's up to you whether you'd want to take that out. I probably would you, dear?
Maybe so, yeah. They just made it for a corridor to go around I'm assuming they had a table here. And then we move on. That's the same picture. This is getting closer to your kitchen. Closer up, you got like a little pantry cabinets here. Some bookshelf space with some cabinets there. And then that is really a U-shaped kitchen, isn't it?
It is. It's very functional, I would think.
Let's get closer to the kitchen. Now you can see you've got windows looking out. You've got pendant light hanging here. Well, this one's bulbs burn out. Cabinetry all the way across the top and all through the bottom. You've got a bank of drawers here. That looks like the only drawers in the home. Your sink is here.
Or at least in the kitchen anyway.
Well, yeah. And your sink is here. Stove here. Refrigerator here. So your little kitchen triangle is very tight in this one. But you've got a lot of prep space over here. What does that look like? A solid surface countertop?
It kind of does look like granite, but don't quote us on that. But I think it is granite.
Yeah, it looks like they might have upgraded with newer cabinets and newer countertops in this one. And here is an area, I am not even sure of the floor plan.
I'm not either.
Where that's located, but it's another bank of older cabinets. And this may be a laundry space. I see a cabinet here that's up high, so something would have went under this, whether it be a refrigerator at one point or washer and dryer maybe here. But this may be one of those sets of cabinets in a huge laundry room with a door that goes outside. And I say that's an outside door because it
maybe
has
to the garage?
Yeah, because it has a deadbolt to it.
Wow. Can you imagine a laundry space that large if that is indeed the laundry space?
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Maybe, it may not be. And there's another side of it, it looks like. Yeah, that's the upper cabinet. And there's that door. So,
I don't see any laundry area there.
I don't either, but I also see a step down in another exterior door. So this is a corner of a house somewhere. But
could it be a dining area?
It may be, but I'm also looking right here at this. I wonder if that is where your
kitchen pass-through area?
I was thinking you may have that may be the box for the water and the drain for the washing machine. Could be. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I don't see a 220 plug. Let me go back to this other picture.
Who knows? All I know is you have extra cabinets in this house, and if you like them, leave them. If you don't, take them out, right? Drop ceilings. We're not much of fans of drop ceilings, but well, I was going to call you Papa, Mr. Chubby.
Yeah.
Because he is Papa too. But we usually will rip it all out and start anew.
Yeah, now this looks like it may be
more paneling.
A basement?
I don't think so. I think it's a slab foundation, so I think it's just another, maybe a bedroom that has drop ceilings.
Yeah, maybe. There is a door, looks like it goes outside, and you've got bifold here. This is a little shorter than normal 8-foot ceiling.
About 7?
Because your door is 6'8", so it'd be maybe a little over 7 foot. Your bifold door, which is those are typically 80 inches, so it just barely clears, it looks like. So I don't know. That's a little bit shorter ceiling than in a normal 8-foot. And
another drop ceiling in this bathroom, but it's a cute bathroom. I love the vintage wallpaper.
Yeah, that's some vintage wallpaper, vintage vanity. That's a large vanity, you can tell, as it goes across. This is just a half bath, or maybe not. Is that through the mirror there looks to be a tub and
maybe in the next picture.
This is a closet that's right here, and it's just reflecting. There's a door. So you've got probably a tub. Yep, right there.
Needs a little cleaning.
A little cleaning on the tub.
Look, it even has a makeup vanity. That's kind of neat.
Yep. And here's another room with drop ceiling and paneling. And at least the carpet looks really nice. Looks clean carpet.
It's 1981, so, use your imagination what you could do with this property.
Yeah, unfortunately don't have a floor plan. This looks like it would be not built in, but it looks like it was just a piece of furniture they left and didn't
But look, they put a sink there, so, kind of like, reminds me of like an old castle that has a sink in the middle of the not living room, a bedroom.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
Not sure what.
But you know what? Quirky houses sell for good prices, so you can change this.
That may be an old wet bar from the 80s. I don't know.
It could be.
Now there's another bathroom. That one's got a stand-up shower. Looks like about a 4-foot shower. Tile, paint.
And it's up to you whether you want to keep that wooden toilet lid, right?
Yeah, I would definitely change a wooden toilet lid. Just me. There's another view of that same bathroom, it looks like, with a medicine cabinet, 2 mirrors, large vanity, double-sided.
So guys, this really isn't a bad house for the price. It's a really great house for the price.
Now, the only thing I see here that's really concerning me is this home almost looks as if it's a mobile home or a house built around a mobile home.
You think so? Do you think they just did that?
Those ceilings are reminiscent of a 1970s and 80s mobile home.
Oh.
Those type of panels in the ceiling with the little rosettes that hold them up.
Well, ironically, the house looks like a house.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a very normal feature of a mobile home. Well, also with the paneling and the short ceiling, so I'm not sure. I'll have to do some reading on this one. But this is this the same? Yeah, this is the same room. A couple different views. Looks like they had it built out as like an office, I guess, with a desk here and a desk here, cabinets, like a home office section. And there you go. That's a nice
entertaining space. Nice deck.
Rear deck, entertaining space, ceiling fan on it. Cover. Doesn't look like it's a lot of steps. Look like you may even have a ramp to this side as opposed to steps. And there
is your yard and your driveway.
And there's a big bonus.
Look at that, guys. I know you love that.
Look at that.
Isn't that great?
Another section over here. I wish they had taken some pictures of the inside. But
we are so addicted to it. Like we could take this place in a heartbeat and just look at this, guys. You could have your own pond or creek in your backyard. We're not sure if it's a pond or a creek, but it looks very inviting, doesn't it, dear?
Yeah, I do believe it probably is a creek. And let's look quickly while we're here. Let's look at Google Earth and look at this address. Just so you guys get your bearings. This is 289 Arthur Newbern Road in Georgia, South Georgia.
Adel, Georgia.
Adel, and it's down near Valdosta and Tifton. Valdosta is here.
Home of Wild Adventures theme park. Very nice theme park.
Tifton is up here. As you can see my mouse moving around. And the home is here, not too far off the interstate, Interstate 75 that runs through there. You're this close to the Florida line. And let's zoom into where the property is located. As you can see, this whole area is pockmarked with just farm fields. All of these pieces of land are just farm fields. And
so if you want a mini homestead in the middle of a bunch of farm country, this is the place for you.
And this is where the house is located, right here. Right here off of this road is on treed acreage, which you said it was 2.61?
I believe so.
Acres? And
yes, 2.61 acres.
This looks like it may be a dirt road that you would live off of.
I think so.
It looks like a dirt road.
Mm-hmm.
It's County Road 16, Arthur Newbern Road. And you do have a neighbor here. But your neighbor here is
Farmer Field.
and
look
behind you is
behind all of
farm
your-
fields. So
But that's all your woods right there. So
so that's the location of this one. And zoom out a little bit, you can see there's just a little towing company over here, PCP Custom.
basically, you're in the middle of the country, but you're really not too far from town where you have all your modern conveniences.
And Vulcan Steel Structures. You could probably get a building or something if you need it. But just down a road or two, and boom, you're up to where the interstate is.
I see a Walmart Supercenter right over there.
Walmart
See that?
Supercenter there, close by.
So your delivery can happen. You can just have your stuff delivered and live off in your country property, and you don't even have to go to Walmart.
But that's if you're into Georgia, into South Georgia, into the southeast. It'll be a nice little place to look at.
It's really not too far from the beach either, guys.
Let's go back and recap it really quickly.
Not too far. What about a little over an hour or so drive to Destin, Florida, which is a beautiful destination beach.
Yep. And we're looking at the listing. Let's take a quick look. It's again $159,900. It's Arthur Newbern Road, Adel, Georgia. 1,980 square feet, 3 beds, 3 baths. It is a lot of potential, affordable home on a private lot, offering space for your family, living and room to make it your own. Transform into the perfect retreat. Country surroundings, just minutes from school, shopping, and dining. It's a good, like they say, it's a good first-time buyer or anybody looking for potential and a huge workshop with another building.
If you're interested, you should contact this agent. We have no association with her, but you can contact her at, what is her name up above, please?
It is.
Her name is, keep going, down.
Oh, I keep missing.
You passed it. Darlene Garner at Garner
Garner
Realty Group. And I guess there's no number there. That's odd.
No, you just look up Garner Realty Group. But,
And that would be in Georgia, of course.
yep. And again, here's some details on it. Tells you the size of your different rooms. If you want to look at this on Zillow, we'll put a link to the Zillow listing. Again, we don't represent anybody. We're not brokers. We don't get fees for doing this. We're just touring Zillow, showing you guys how we look at properties when we're thinking about buying property, thinking about buying land, doing all those kind of things. So that's really what we're looking at. You have to really dig into some of these details. You know, this is educational purposes, really, of how to do this and how to think about homes and think about locations. Some of the tools we use is Zillow, and you can cross-reference with realtor.com sometimes. This shows you zoning details, the lot size, how
It's
much
rural.
parking space you got. If it's 1 story, patio and porch, it'll tell you it's a single family residence, stucco wood siding, metal roof, built in 1981. It has
Septic tank and
septic
well.
tank and well, electric. Region is Adel, Georgia. Tells you the price per square foot is $81 a square
Paved
foot.
road surface type? Are we sure
Paved.
about that? I thought it was a dirt road.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're looking at these things, sometimes you can't always tell. Here's another thing you can look at when you're looking at buying a house is look into price history. This one was looks like it was listed. Been listed for a while. Been listed for a year. It was originally listed for almost $200,000. It almost sold. It didn't for some reason. And it went back up for sale and they increased the price. But then after 3 months, they dropped the price below what they originally listed it for. Then they took it off of the market in August. And then they relisted it. And the reason realtors will do this sometimes is to get it fresh.
Right.
To refresh it, sort of. But when they relisted it 12% lower than what they had it when they originally removed it.
Mm-hmm.
So then, just recently, 5 months later, 4 months, 4.5 months, they have dropped it again to $159,900. So you can see the high price they wanted to ask was $207,500, and now they're down to $159,900.
Which is a great price, I think.
Yeah, that's roughly $40,000.
Well, let's look
less.
at the taxes.
And then you can look at these taxes on here, and you can just get an idea of what the property taxes
2024 right
cost.
there.
And it all looks like they're in the
$599 was
$400 range.
2024. So you're going to pay close to that, if not maybe $30, $40 more than that.
Now you have to assume as well that you're
if you're going to live in the property.
If you live in the property,
right.
you get the tax break because of homestead type exemptions and things like that. And there you go. That's pretty much it. You can go. We don't comment on schools and things like that because most of our viewers aren't looking for schools and things like that. But crime and everything, that's up to you guys to look for. We're just showing you a house.
Why would crime be in the country so much? What are they going to do? Steal your cabbage or something?
Yeah, steal your watermelons. But Valdosta is a great place. If you like pecans, you like good country cooking, you like all those things, it's not a bad area to live in. Good buffets down in that area. All right, let's go on to the next home. Which one do you want to preview? This one?
We can go to Andalusia next.
Is this one? Yep, Andalusia. Okay.
I picked this one because it kind of has a little bit of a tropical Hawaiian feel inside, and a good price, $139 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 972 square foot on 2.8 acres, built in 1989, so it's not terribly old, or at least for a couple 50-some-year-olds, 1989 is not too old, right, dear?
It's younger than I am. All right, let's read about this before we look at pictures.
It also has a large shop included.
It has extraordinary features for a home of this size. You must see inside to appreciate. It's on a quiet dead-end road with a large shop, and it's been on Zillow 82 days. It's listed by Gwen Kelly at Advantage Realty. There's the phone number.
334-504-0547.
And let's look a little bit. 2-bed, 2-bath, full bath. Paneling ceilings, it says no basement, 972 living square feet. It has, you get a range, refrigerator, dryer, and a washer. Laundry is inside, outside, whatever that means. Parking features, no garage, no carport. 2.8 acres and level. Patio, and you get storage. Single family cabin style. Frame and roof is composition. So,
well and septic.
Yeah, well and septic. So let's look at the pictures really quickly. And see.
As you can see, it's a kind of a stop sign shaped house. What do you call that? A hexagon, dear?
Hexagon,
and then it
octagon.
Kind of has more of a rectangle off to the side.
Yeah. These are just.
And that really helps if you're in a wind situation. If you get a hurricane that blows off of Florida or something that comes up into Alabama, it's nice to have that circular kind of vibe going on.
Now this, I wouldn't get discouraged until I saw this in person. But this, you look at this picture, and because
there's
of
leaves,
the quality of the picture and things, you might think, oh, that roof needs replaced. But yeah, that is a lot of leaves, those little small leaves that get on roofs, and
I think it's a three-dimensional shape.
And then here is in your octagon shape or hexagon shape. This is your.
Doesn't that give you Hawaiian vibes? It gives me Hawaiian vibes. That's why I picked this property. It's really nice. Look at those mid-century looking cabinets, even though this was built in 1989. I like it. It looks very custom.
Now there's your front door, and you come into your living space, and then over here where we're standing whoever's taking this picture, and pointing towards that direction there in the kitchen.
How would you like to cook right there in the middle? That would be neat.
I'd probably replace that cooktop.
Right, of course.
That's one of the older style cooktops.
And even the countertops would be nice to replace.
And there's your living space again, your front door. A couple of seats, they got it staged nicely.
It just looks so clean and neat as a pin. That's why I picked this one. And you can kind of get that Hawaiian vibe.
Yeah, a little bit. If you redecorate a little bit, you could get a Hawaiian vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it with the ceiling. You're getting more of a tropical, like Philippines kind of hut,
Bali or something.
Bali home or something. Mm-hmm. But you're going to have to do something with your decorating to make it give more of that vibe, because the way they've had the furniture and decorations, it leads itself towards a older farm style. But you can see how this kitchen is set up. You've got your cooktop here, You've got your refrigerator here, dishwasher and sink here. And
I'm guessing that the oven is right under the cooktop inside that cabinet.
let's go.
But we need to look at the next picture. No? Where's the oven?
No
There's
oven.
got to be an oven somewhere.
Yeah.
If we look around, maybe we can find one.
Or this maybe. No, that's
No?
got to be the dishwasher. Maybe that.
Maybe
this,
it's over there.
There's a
Yeah.
set of cabinets here.
Mhm.
The oven is probably right here. Let's look and see. Yep.
Yeah, there it
Right
is.
there,
It's a wall
it's a wall
oven.
oven with a microwave because I was
Mhm.
looking for the microwave.
Don't know if the microwave comes with, but you can buy your own.
Yeah, and then you get your little kitchen desk. And look, there's
Check
a
out the loft.
ladder that goes to a loft. Neat. 972 square feet, guys. You're almost tiny house. So, there you go. There's another doorway in between here. You've got some space here. Nice little coffee bar space or something. And
Nice built-in area there.
yeah. And you transition. This looks like a transition from wood to carpet.
No,
Or
it's
tile to carpet. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
There's a wood transition.
Sure.
Carpet to tile. And there's your loft.
Isn't that neat? Look at that ceiling and the loft. That's really neat.
Yeah, that's cool. Now this is coming in from the front door. You're gonna see this hallway that goes straight back. So I'm assuming your 2 bedrooms are here and there's a bathroom somewhere. So let's go find it. There is a bedroom we just found with a border and probably wallpaper.
I don't think it comes with the furniture though, guys.
No, I'm not saying that at all. And this is outside of that bedroom because there's that bed. But here we are outside. This is like a den.
A little den
area.
or something?
Yeah, it looks like a den where they would sit and watch television. Another section of the
bedroom.
home.
That's
There's
the
the bath.
second bedroom, baby.
Oh, second bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, they just didn't have anything else.
Yes.
Second bedroom. And then here is your bath.
That's nice.
Nice
Does it have a
soaking
shower?
garden tub. I
It
don't see a
may.
shower. It may have a separate one. But remember, it's a
Oh, right there.
there's a
Separate shower. Nice.
Yeah, that's a smaller. That's probably about a 36
And it
inch
looks
shower.
like the little cover come off there, and it's easy to fix off the front of that cabinet. You see that?
Yeah.
That's just
And
a
I'm-
clip that it's
And
missing.
I'm
A couple
struggling to tell, but this color wall looks almost whitey, creamy yellow. And then when you flick to this picture, you've got almost a mint green in your.
Kind of looks creamy to me.
Does that still look creamy yellow?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's these green towels that are making my eyes
It could
feel
be.
like that's green. Because you've got a towel that matches your towel and then a towel that kind of matches your wall. But look at this picture. That almost looks green too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. So there's that bathroom. Oh, you get a little Florida type room. Little
Looks like that's off the kitchen or something, is it? Or
maybe
see,
where
there's
that
a
door went
pantry
to.
like a cabinet right there.
This is more than likely your square section of the home.
Mm-hmm.
It's outside.
And this is the road.
there's-
There's the road. That tells you that it's not asphalt.
Well, that was the other house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. that
So
was
this
the other
one's a dirt road house. And
Looks
look
like a
how
dirt road
beautiful
house.
that is. Tell me that this is not beautiful. This is gorgeous.
And there you go. That's that house. Now let's look at it again. Back to the listing. Let's look at a couple little things. We'll read in the listing. There's the pictures again. I wish that they would put floor plans.
What about the shop? It says it has a shop.
Yeah, they didn't show a picture of the shop.
Yeah, that's weird. No
Okay.
outside picture of the shop.
Listed 143 square foot. Now that's a 970 some square foot house. So again, when we're researching houses, we always look at the price history. That's why we like to use Zillow so much, because you can look. It was listed originally for 149 2 years ago, and they removed it after 6 months. Then they listed it for sale 5 months later, same price. Then they dropped the price in a few months. This is March of last year. Then they took it off in October of this year. And they relisted it, just again to try to get it fresh. And they relisted it at 139.
Wait, don't go back up. We want to see the taxes.
Okay, well, I want to see what the price is right now to make sure it's the same. 139, still the same price. Sorry, my memory is not working.
Oh, it doesn't show the taxes. Okay.
Tax assessment
It doesn't show.
doesn't show the assessment. So,
But in 2010, it was $152. So I'm guessing that
yeah,
it's probably $700 is what I'm guessing.
now depends. The way Alabama generally works is it depends on your assessment. Then you take your assessment, and then you have a mill rate based off your assessment. But then you also get a discount if it's your primary, what we call a homestead in Alabama. So on 100,000, your tax is probably going to be about $500 or $600 in Andalusia. That's just a guesstimate, though. All right, let's look at this home on Google Earth. And let me remember how to do this.
And it's obvious that outside could use a little more refreshing as far as the stain. What do you think, dear?
Yeah. Now this one is Andalusia.
Mm-hmm. And this one's really close to the beach as well. We're trying to get y'all Florida bound, living in Alabama, and on the border, and paying a lot less taxes than Florida, and reaping the benefits of being really close to beautiful Gulf Florida beaches.
Now this one again is another home that you can see the roads. This one is back here.
Yeah, on the dead end, or what you call a cul-de-sac area.
This is sort of a dirt cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
It comes back, homes over here, buildings over here, and then the road comes back here and
to your property. This wooded property.
Yes. Wooded property. So what is Andalusia, Alabama? Well, you guys have seen us do a tour of OP and Enterprise area on our channel if you've watched it. OP is the land of opportunity, and OP is right here. So it's very close to OP. Andalusia is actually over here. And these are the small southern Alabama towns. And you've got Andalusia, OP, you've got Enterprise, and then over this way, just a little ways, you've got Dothan, which is probably one of the largest cities down there in that part of Alabama. And from Dothan to Enterprise is about a 15-minute drive. From Enterprise to OP is about a 10, 12-minute drive. So to this property is a couple minutes outside of OP, and you're looking at probably 25 minutes to Dothan, I would say.
And if you look down south, there's the Geneva Wildlife Management Area, and just south of that is, if you scroll out, dear.
There's Geneva, there's the
Kanakua National Forest.
National Forest.
And look, you have Destin just within arm's reach right
Destin.
there.
To be at the beach pretty quickly. You just go through Crestview and down to Niceville. And boom,
that's about an hour, I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe a few minutes over an hour. I know we were in Panama City, which is over this way, and we went up to like Chipley, and that was about a 45-minute drive. So, yeah, I'd say hour. So, yeah, close.
If you're looking for a nice little affordable homestead, I think that one would fit the bill.
Now, where is that in relation to the rest of the country? Right there. So, down there where it's a little bit warmer than where you are now.
Right, exactly.
So,
unless you're in San Diego or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get one more going here. Let me get back to the search. And we are going to a little town called Wellington, Alabama.
Right.
Now, Wellington, if you really want to be in the country in the middle of nothingness, quietness,
mountainy hills,
peace,
rolling hills,
Wellington is the place to be. This home is 1790 Mount View Road in Wellington, Alabama. This one,
not too far from lake country. There's lots of lakes over in that area.
This one's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,014 square foot home. And this gentleman or lady had a drone, this person right here. As you can see, they're flying the drone and taking a picture. But this is the property. This is someone else's over here, I'm sure. But now this is a 2-story home. We're going to show you some pictures. It's cabiny looking.
It's 5.36 acres, guys.
And it was built in 1987.
Right. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,014 square foot, listed for $189,900.
Now, we found a home or two in Wellington that we almost bought because of just the quietness out there in the country. It takes you a few minutes to get places, but
it's not too long, maybe 15 minutes to
the quietness
Gadsden
is worth it.
and Southside, where all the shopping and amenities are.
Now, look at these. I
So-
want you to look at this picture. This is off your front deck of the home.
Is that front or
It
back?
may be back. It looks like you almost got a swimming pool or something here. I'll have to look. But look at that.
I think that's just a retaining wall.
Maybe it is. Look at that old shop building. Ain't that neat?
That is neat.
That is really neat. It's got a lean-to here and a lean-to there.
It can't be but so old, though, is it? Like,
No.
because the house was built
But it
in...
looks old.
Right.
Now, this one is a big step up on the interior when you walk in and look at it. Look how
1989, okay.
how clean it is. Did I say 87 or 89? 87.
Oh, 87, okay. 87.
But you walk in and you've got clean, fresh paint. You do have the texture ceilings. You got exposed beams.
Still
brick,
nice and clean, right?
some nice, looks like laminate floors, maybe hardwood. I don't know for sure it's hardwood. I'm not going to say it is. But looking around at the rooms, there's your cabinets. No appliances in this one. You would have a stove, microwave, refrigerator. Here,
Well, there's no refrigerator or stove or microwave.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
no appliances.
There's room for them. How about that?
Yeah, there's no appliances, but you would put your microwave here, your stove here, and your refrigerator there. Dining space here right off this. Some of you know what this is, some of you don't. This is an Alabama gas. That might even be hooked up to power. But there's just an accessory heater that you can have in your home for those. Usually these are hooked up to gas, and they don't have an electric starter. Some of them do, some of them don't. But
Does this house not have central air? Because it looks like there's an air conditioning unit in the wall right here.
there is an air conditioning unit in the wall, but right here, this is an
It's a
exterior.
central unit.
Oh, that might be the wall unit too. It may not have central air. This may be a boom bust.
I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know.
look around for vents.
Now you've got
This is the very interesting thing about this. Look at that little staircase that goes up to
Oh, wow.
the upper level. Isn't that cute?
I don't know.
Different.
I don't know if I could fit in that thing.
It's
But you've got something out
quirky
here.
but cute.
Utility room out here. Let's walk out there and see what's going on. There's a kitchen, butcher block cat, laminate countertops. Fabulous. Beautiful. May need a kitchen gut job.
Maybe it depends on the person.
Yeah, and then
Depends on how clean they are, because it seems like a fairly clean house.
got something going
It
on
looks
with your
like they
floors.
pulled the refrigerator out or something and snagged the floor.
That's
Maybe they got a little bit of water out of the water line running up there and on the floor, and it kind of messed up the floor. That's what I'm guessing. We're going to go with that. And it also looks like over there to your right is a washer and dryer hookup area up in there.
laundry room out there, utility room.
I would probably upgrade that a little bit. That looks a little bit old. But I don't know why it would look old if the house was built in the 1980s. So I don't know.
Now, as we call that in tiny house land, that's tiny stairs. And that's tiny storage stairs, too, with a little tiny landing. Mr. Chubby would have to be pushed through this opening because it just wouldn't work.
Look at the little area for a cat litter box. That'd be a
Yeah,
neat
put
little
your
place.
little litter box there, and then you have to bend and
And look,
bump
the
your
cats can sit up there on that
Yeah.
little ledge right there above the cat litter box and
Yeah.
jump off into it when they have to use the restroom.
head. Yeah, you put your litter box here, and then you bump your head every time you go to get your litter box. But you do have, this goes into something, but
I don't know. Let's
This
look at the
picture-
pictures.
this picture, it looked like it went down a hallway, but now the other picture, I may be looking at it wrong. Anyway, let's go see. There's the front room.
Looks like a
which
bedroom
would be
right
your
there.
front bedroom. And there's your bath.
Mm-hmm.
Just a standard bath there. That's pretty much it. You've got a pretty good sized vanity.
This
but
one has
it's
3
one
bedrooms, and it has 2 bathrooms supposedly. That's what it says.
There is your utility room.
Huh? That's a little
There's where you
almost like a basement. They didn't finish it out very well, did they?
Nah. You got your washer would be right in here. Your dryer would be right in here. Your drain for your washing machines right here.
Could use some paint and flooring, couldn't it?
Hot water heater. Place to hang some clothes. Yeah, and it looks like it's just old sheet
And clean
vinyl
all
they left
that,
in there.
all those janky pipes up. It needs to be cleaned up. It's just kind of a hodgepodge.
Yeah, you can at least
Clean
you got it,
those
and there's your panel
wires
box.
up, you know,
Yeah.
wire tie.
I think this is upstairs, the way it looks.
One of
This
the
is one of
bedrooms
the
up there.
small bedrooms upstairs with some built-ins
Closet.
and
Another
small bedroom. And it looks like
little den area. Or whatever,
they were using that as a study, and you've got a door that maybe goes out to an upper deck.
And another bathroom. Why on earth would they put a clawfoot tub in there? They wanted a little bit of retro, I guess.
Yeah,
I'd take it right on out of there too. That's what I would do.
Could you imagine
I don't like 'em.
hauling that upstairs?
That's crazy because that's an original clawfoot, right?
And could you imagine hauling it downstairs?
You know what's ironic about clawfoot tubs? People think, oh, it's so luxurious. But back in the old days, like in the 17 and the 1800s, when these things existed, they were for poor people.
Yeah.
These weren't for rich people. Rich people did not have these type of tubs.
Yeah, it was a totally different deal. But this does have a shower. It's got the whole wire thing that goes around.
That's quite interesting, yeah.
And keeps you from getting...
If it's your thing, you know, a lot of young people these days like that clawfoot look, and they think that it's some sort of, you know, thing that looks upscale. But I feel like, you know, maybe our ancestors wouldn't think so.
Now this has got a blind and it's got three wood panels. This is part of our investigation too. Is like I'm trying to figure out where this door goes. This is a 3-panel door with a window, and then you get a window here. So
it's in the upstairs, so I'm assuming there might be a little
so if I go back to this picture,
a balcony there, right?
There is a storm door with a door behind it and a
Like
window right
balcony
beside it. So it's a little balcony. This is definitely upstairs in the home.
That needs a little bit of a love.
But
looks like it's okay.
The downstairs is under this.
Yeah, so you kind of have a subterranean kind of thing going on where some of your downstairs is under the ground, right, dear?
Right, and it looks like
is that what you call it? Subterranean?
Yeah, subterranean, like termites. And it looks like this is a deck that we saw earlier when Tammy said there was a retaining wall. So that looks like the deck that's on top of that retaining wall. But maybe we'll see some more pictures.
You know what I like about this house? It looks like it's out in the countryside in France or in Italy or something. You know, this is what this looks like to me. What about you, dear?
It kind of does. It looks like it's built a little bit into this hillside.
And Wellington has that vibe, doesn't it, dear? Like that kind of old, hilly, beautiful, yodeling kind of community, if you know what I mean.
But now this is the deck.
Ricola. Yeah, that's what it is.
That is the deck right there. And when we were over here in the original picture, the first picture, that is the front of the house, because this would not be the front of your house.
Right.
And here's your driveway coming in. So there's that old building with the lean-tos. And this would be that covered porch at the front picture.
Okay.
And we got 10 more pictures, so let's just keep rolling.
Oh.
Covered carport.
Very nice. That's a double covered carport. You see how deep that is?
Had electricity to it.
It's very nice.
This is that front deck that we were standing on in the very first picture. We were looking kind of this way. I don't know how it's going to come across on the screen, but that's the driveway coming in. And
maybe they have a fruit tree or so. Maybe. They have some nice plantings
There's that
here
neat
and there.
little old building. It looks like that may be a new building that they just used like some recycled barn wood or something.
If you're into
cool.
a garden, this would be a great place. It's a lovely place for a garden. What do you think, dear?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
You could really do this up
You
really
can put
nice.
park your lawnmowers and stuff under
And you know
here.
what? You don't have to have a boring color on this house. You can give it some vibrance and make it look like something from the areas in Switzerland.
Yeah, and see, I'm just in love with that old building.
Yeah, that's
Look at
beautiful.
that. I mean, that may be new building that was made to look old.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is, it's a fantastic job. It's got a new light on it, reasonably new light. It's got a lean-to over this way. It's a good gardening shed. Look, you got a wheelbarrow there. You could park your lawnmower, your little lawn tractor in there. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Got some shelves and stuff.
And look at this water that you're on. This is a creek.
We're on the property.
Isn't that beautiful?
And that is
There's the rolling hillside.
That's a panorama.
Mm-hmm.
And I would almost bet you that's Chiaha out in the distance, but I could be wrong. And here it is on the property line.
There's your creek line right there. It looks like it wraps around the two sides of your property, the Tallahatchie Creek. And you may just have you some gold in there, guys. So if you buy this property, y'all call Mr. Chubby and Miss Tammy, and we'll come out and hunt you some gold.
Yeah, we'll do some panning for you. And I'm not sure what this is. If it's just a little extra corner of the property that goes with it, don't ask me. I'm not a realtor.
Who knows? Unless there's some sort of utility there that can't be touched. That's
the front of your house. There's the deck. There's the carport. There's that old looking building. So that's the house. It's. Let's look at it on Google Earth. This is another thing we do, giving you guys comment ideas or just ideas is what I'm trying to say for how to research places when you're thinking about looking for land and property. We always like to do the use the Google Earth. And why do we use the Google Earth? Because it will show you certain features and things that the listing may or may not show you. This is the home. And you remember we saw it on that one picture where there's like the creek that runs around this way. So this is the map for the address. That is the home. There's that covered porch. And then your carport will be like over here in that little building here.
Well, if the creek's way back there, boy, your property goes
the creek comes around
past that opening or something there. Because see, the creek's way over there. You see that? And it goes around this corner.
Yeah, the creek goes like this. Let's look back at that.
That's interesting.
Let's look back at that really quickly and see. That last picture. Goes down to the creek, goes all the way around and all the way back.
That's kind of neat.
And may include this little corner. So yeah, that's how that property looks. Let's look back here. So yeah, you're going.
It looks like there's some pretty substantial houses out there too, guys. It's not just a bunch of trailers. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I don't see any trailers hardly out there.
There's the driveway, and that takes you right to that little building.
Don't quote me. I think there might be a double wide next to it.
And that takes you to that building.
But look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty country land out there? Oh, I see a single wide maybe over there.
Yeah, there's single wide there. Nothing wrong with a single wide.
That's pretty though. Look how pretty that is. Nice little country property.
And this would be the neighbors.
Oh, there is a double wide over there.
But this is that property back there.
Oh, there's a fence.
You can see the deck.
Looks like the front is fenced in.
Yeah, you got a chain link fence across it.
So. That's nice.
Now, again, we were talking about Wellington and where it's located. Let me show you on the map as I zoom out some to give you guys an idea, because it is a really good area.
I think you're about less than 30 minutes from Nakalula Falls, which is a beautiful falls in Gadsden, Alabama, right, dear?
Yeah. Now let's get your bearings. Let's zoom way out and just show you where in Alabama you are. You're in north central to northeast Alabama.
Mr. Chubby and Miss Tammy live south of there somewhere.
Yeah, we can't tell you exactly where. But let's zoom here to the property and zoom back just a little bit, and I'll show you where you're located. Now, bear in mind the property is right there. Oops, I did something silly. Sorry, guys. Here we go. 1790 Mountain View Road. So the property is right here at this red block. So let's zoom out, and I'll give you an idea of some of the area around. First, Anniston and Oxford are right down here at the bottom. Where you see it says Blue Mountain, there's Anniston, there's Oxford. It's a pretty good shopping center right in that area. Over here, you got
more than just one shopping center. Lots of shopping.
oh yeah, there's lots of shopping. Right here is East Teboga and Old East Teboga, and then you've got Lincoln, and right in here
The tiny houses.
is the Talladega Super Speedway,
Oh, okay.
and
Around Lincoln, there's
around Lincoln, right in this area, was where we toured a tiny house that was for sale.
the lakefront
the
one.
lakefront one. And if you come up this way, go north, Rainbow City is here, which is a really nice
South side.
and south side. These are little areas that are south of Gadsden, Alabama, which is this city.
It's off the Coosa River, and that river, it has beautiful lakes, and it also does it also feed Nakalula Falls, dear?
I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure on that one. Don't quote me.
But Rainbow City and Southside are like southern suburbs of Gadsden.
And there's a mall and everything
malls
there.
And a
with
lot of shopping and things.
everything
So
you need, yes.
you're convenient to that here in Wellington. Wellington, we just cut some roads. We used to come in to Wellington. We came in from Southside and get over here and then just cut across and you're in Wellington. Wellington puts you in, I believe, Calhoun County. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a really neat, quiet country area. But you are close to, like, say, Gadsden. There's Lookout Mountain for those of you who know the history of Lookout Mountain and some of the old famous singers that sing about Lookout Mountain and all that. And Lookout Mountain is right there. So you are in that general area. You are not terribly far from Birmingham.
From Fort Payne, Alabama, home of Alabama, the country music group, right?
Yep. Here's Atlanta. Over here is Birmingham. This is almost halfway in between. So you're about, I would say, an hour and 15 to Birmingham and an hour and 15 to Atlanta.
Just north of there is Fort Payne.
Yep, and right here's Fort Payne.
And then just north of that is where a bunch of tiny houses are right up there in Mentone, Georgia.
Mentone, Georgia, right in this area, I believe.
And just above that is Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, guys, it's a great area. Let me tell you, Alabama is growing,
Mentone,
and there's a lot of beautiful areas in Alabama. There's not just a bunch of hillbillies here. Let me tell you, there's a lot more than just rednecks. Yeah. I promise.
I promise. It's hillbillies.
I promise.
I always tell people, I'm from West Virginia. That makes me a hillbilly, not a redneck.
And I'm from Virginia, guys, Northern Virginia. That means I'm kind of a little bit of a snooty toot, I guess. But I'm not really snooty.
Yeah, not always. All right, one more recap on this house so we can call it a day. This one, 1790 Mount View Road, Wellington, Alabama. Remember, this video for educational purposes, we're just showing you how we research homes. When we're looking at homes, we look at tax records, we look at interior features, we look at listing things such as this. Like we talked about this house, cooling, window units. So there is no central air. It does have natural gas and propane.
Well, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, and your flooring is laminate, tile, carpet, mixed, linen closet, shared bath, so on. You can read all this stuff, and if you see any discrepancies, that doesn't always raise a red flag. Sometimes realtors just get in a hurry, don't list things correctly, but it's worth the question, and it's always worth it to have your own realtor. Don't just contact the listing agent, and if you're very interested in a property, have your own realtor to represent you, because the realtor that's listing is representing the seller. So make sure you get your own realtor. We've got the covered decks, 1.5 is what they're calling it, 1.5 stories. So that upper story, as those pictures indicated, is not going to be like an 8-foot ceiling. Septic tank, public water out there. It's Mountain View Estate is a subdivision in Wellington, Alabama. 187 square foot. Let's look real quick at price history.
No taxes there.
It's just been listed for sale in May of last year for $189,900.
Once again, guys, if you live in this property, I'm going to guess the taxes are going to be somewhere in the $650 range, maybe $700.
$600 to $800 range, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
$680 in 2019. So I would. The tax assessment had went up quite a bit from 2018 to 2019. It probably got sold.
And then it said it went back down, so I don't know what
And
that's.
then it went down. That was pandemic adjustment or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's slowly going mostly up. So there you go. That's that house. Neighborhood walk score, car dependent.
And there is an
score.
old wives' tale set that says that there has been a few lost treasures in the Wellington area.
Yeah, we've heard that.
There's been plantings of gold coins that have been found there, and supposedly there's more in Wellington.
Again, it's 5.36 acres. And there you go. That's that house. I would definitely look at, if you're interested, Casey Camp. That's the cell phone number, 256-453-7423. Kelly Wright, Real Estate of Alabama. And you guys, that's the house. So that's all I got.
If you like our content, please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, we've been planning to do videos like this for a long time, and Mrs. Tammy just finally decided she really wanted to, and it's been too cold to go out and film tiny houses, so this is a great filler video for you guys. And if you like this kind of video where we look at houses and talk about them and educate you guys on what we look at, give us a thumbs up, let us know in the comments.
We want to give you more options for your home search.
Yep, not just, little tiny house. Some people like single wides, some people like double wides, some people want stick built, some people may want to think about relocating and getting another house. But like us, we're actually looking for land that is somewhat improved possibly, but we're going to dig into that search.
But we want to mainly keep it under 200,000 for everything we show you. There'll be a few things that we have shown you in the 220 whatever range, and that was an exception. But we try to keep it under 200 because we know times are tough.
Yep, times are really tough. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
That's it. You guys take it easy.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next video.